Hello everybody, this is Waldorf.
And this is Statler.
And today we got Battle Report 162.
162.
Ogre Cons versus Highborn Elves.
It is Zob, or Shrek and his three balls.
Shrek versus the three balls. Huzzah hobbies.
I'm not sure which is worse.
So this is kind of the list I've been playing around with the Ogres. The Generals of Firebrand, Adept of Pyromancy. Paired Weapons. Magical Heirloom, Talisman of the Void. Cons, the BSB. He's got the Viper's Curse, Pistols, and the Carcadon's Resilience, which gives him Tough 6, Resilience 6. And the Mammoth Hunter with Troll Leader, Wrestler's Belt, Dragon Staff. And the, of course, he has the Hunting Spear. 3 units of 3 Bruisers, 8 Tribesmen with paired weapons, with, 8 Tribesmen with Iron Fist. 6 Mercenaries with the Musician, Poison, Plate Mail, and Pistols. 2 units of 4 Bombardiers, 2 Saber Tusks, a Scratapult, and a Frost Mammoth.
Frosty.
And my opponent, Highborn Elves. He has a mage as the general on a dragon with the Order of the Fiery Heart. This was the medium-sized dragon. Not the ancient, not the baby.
Okay.
He carried the hero's heart so that the mage has 3 strength 5 attacks.
You know, middle children are always the ones that get
have
the
the problems.
Yeah,
Yes.
they have the problems.
He did have the Binding Scroll and Talisman of the Void. He also had a Commander BSB with the Master of the Karn Red Tower, Mithril Mail, and the Flame Banner. 2 units of 25 Spear Elves, 2 units of 5 Reavers, 25 Flame Wardens with the Banner of Rending, 2 Lion Chariots, a Sky Sloop, and 2 Reapers. So, kind of a mix, not a big combat army. The Flame Wardens are okay, but nothing else really is good. He's counting on his dragon to smash things.
Yeah, well, the Flame Wardens are just a wonderful brick.
And combined attacks and bricks. Yeah, if the Flame Wardens can tie something up and let those Lion Chariots hit them.
And inside the Lion Chariots
Can cause
basically
problem.
are little monsters themselves. So.
Yep. Here was the board. Went with the dark mat today, brown mat.
Okay.
2 forests, 2 hills, field, water.
All the grass grows on tops of the hills.
It does. It's higher to the sun.
Well, it's a very wet hill because it's muddy on the slopes.
It is.
Yeah.
Building and a fence.
And the buildings were impassable.
We did not declare it.
Oh, okay. Did anybody ever go into the building?
No.
So it was impassable.
Turns out to be impassable.
Okay.
Set up the Scratapult on the hill. Mammoth Hunter.
Oh, you finally got the Scratapult model.
I do. Got the Scratapult. Mammoth Hunter, unit of Bruisers, Mercenaries with the BSB, Bombardiers. There's your Frosty.
Mm-hmm.
Tribesmen with a Saber Tusk hiding behind them. Saber-toothed Tiger.
Yeah.
2 units of Bruisers and another unit of Bombardiers. Let's see what it's probably not there, so I'll show it to you later. We were playing, there you go. We're playing King of the Hill, where you place a token down in something in your territory, not completely in my territory. So he's got to get this objective, so I've got to get this one.
Right.
It's kind of like the hold. It works out to be the same as hold your ground, except all you have to do is have a model touching the the
Right.
terrain piece the objective's in, instead of being within 4 inches of it.
And who placed first?
I placed first.
And he placed in front of you.
What? Oh, the tokens went down before the armies were placed.
I understand, but you placed a token first.
Oh, he placed the token first.
Oh, you placed the token first. Okay, then
he placed the token on his hill, so I deployed mine on the woods.
Yeah,
the field.
Because you want Smash Mouth and he wants to get around your flanks.
Correct.
That's what I was wondering. Okay.
So I placed, I think we went back and forth 2 or 3 times, and then I placed my army.
Okay.
Which let him put his dragon over here, away from my Mammoth Hunter and my poison shooting guys.
And your Scratapult.
Well, the Scratapult's not shooting that thing.
It's got lethal strike.
It does. That it does. So I can negate his armor. So I get 1 shot at a 6 to hit it, and 1 shot at a 6 to wound it.
Exactly.
I don't see how I can go wrong.
That's what I'm saying. 8 turns later, you got a dead dragon.
Yeah, that's true. He's got a Lion Chariot here, Sky Sloop, Lion Chariot on the right, Sky Sloop in the woods. This was a unit of Reavers.
Oh, okay.
This is after Vanguard.
Spears?
Spear Elves.
2 Reapers?
2 Reapers. These are another Spear Elf unit. And the Flame Wardens there.
Okay.
Reavers back here, Dragon, and another Lion Chariot. They're actually Wolf Chariots. He has wolves instead of lions. Anyway, this is after Vanguard.
All of his lions have cavalry guys riding on them, right?
They do.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think there's anybody's riding these wolves. Is that what you're saying?
No, he got the cavalry units that all the riders are riding on lions.
Correct.
So he took the lions out and put cavalry on
cavalry models. Correct.
And then didn't use the horses instead.
So he had to find these wolves.
Got some cheap goblin horses, wolves. I mean, to.
Well, they're not goblin wolves. I think they're the.
The Fenris.
I think they might be the Lord of the Ring wolves.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, so he vanguarded up with this Reaver unit. This Reaver unit.
Not Lord of the Ring, the 40k ones.
Originally was up here. Oh, the wolf unit.
Yeah.
He vanguarded back with this unit.
Okay.
And I vanguarded up with him and his puppy.
Okay.
So there you go. Turn 1.
Wouldn't it be a cub?
Cub? Could be.
Sabertooth.
Is a saber-tooth a cub?
So it's a saber-toothed cat, not a...
That's true. Is a cat a cub?
Just assuming.
A bear is a cub.
Yeah.
I don't think a cat is a cub. Anyway, so whatever.
This could be kitten.
So after the Vanguard,
kind of big to be a kitten.
The little kitty ran forward. We're going to go with kitty.
Okay, kitty works.
Kitty ran forward to here. My hunter came further to the left to try to get within, to start threatening this thing, dragon, if he comes through. He does not want me to throw that strength 7 harpoon at him.
Yeah.
That does D3 wounds. So that's what we got. I elected not to move the Frost Mammoth so I could take a couple shots with the crossbows mounted on it.
How come he's not protecting your flank like the last game?
Who, the Frost Mammoth?
Yeah.
Because I kind of tried to learn my lesson.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see throughout this if I did.
All right.
But I tried to learn my lesson on this. I am playing High Elves, so with the Flame Wardens, it really doesn't matter because if they charge, they're going to go first.
Yeah.
Even with the Frost Mammoth around. So anyway, so I came forward. You can see that. What else do we got? That, and I have shot this. The unit of mercenaries moved too far to shoot, so they just moved up as far as they could.
Okay.
The Stratopult, of course, did its thing and missed twice. Over here, I managed to put 3 wounds with magic onto his bolt thrower. Reaper.
By that much.
Yep. Could not get the last one on it because he rolled a 6 for his armor save. Twice, I believe, out of 5. But I did get a Chilling Howl off of it, and he is within 6 inches of the other one.
Yeah.
So they're both -1 to wound, and that's really good when you're strength 4 stuff firing at tough 4 guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Comes in handy. Turn 1, he elected to decided to charge me with his Lion Chariot into the Bruiser unit in the middle.
Does that blue token mean anything?
I was measuring distance I thought was safe.
Oh, okay.
And forgot to pick it up.
Oh.
So I'm an inch off of what I thought was safe.
Okay.
We'll go with that. I did put, you can see the my little kitty's out there all by himself. And I'm not that worried if he charges me because I'm not trying to chaff anything. I'm actually trying to threaten the bolt throwers to make them either shoot me or do something else. But he ended up charging me.
Okay.
Which I was surprised. It gave him, I think, a 10-inch overrun into the Mammoth Hunter.
Right.
But
a nice flank.
But there's a bunch of mercenaries out here sitting on his flank. But he was okay with that because
he didn't want you scratapulting his spearmen off the table.
What's that?
He didn't want you scratapulting his spearmen
off the table. Yeah, he
didn't
want me scratapulting him off the table. He also had this unit of guys over here. Remember they were in that weird formation over here?
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'll just come over here and chaff you and be fine. Of course, then he failed his march test and could not come over and chaff me. So up on the top, you can see his Lion Chariot come forward a bit.
He could have if he conga lined it.
The Sky Sloop. Yeah. The Sky Sloop came out of the woods, and the chariot on the far left failed its charge. Flame Wardens came forward. Nobody's scared of him at this point.
He clearly didn't watch our video.
And there's a 40k invasion.
And why are we looking at a 40k game?
Not sure. I took a picture of it. It was running right beside me. It looked kind of interesting.
Yeah, interesting is not the word I'd use for that, but okay.
I'm just wondering what those long barrels are supposed to be shooting at that table.
That's 40k.
Anyway, sorry.
Probably needs a 6 to hit.
Anyway, so
they got lasers, but they don't have laser rangefinders.
Exactly. So there you have that. He did shoot with his Sky Sloop, and you can see he's put a wound on my Mammoth Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
He also got, I think he's made me flammable. Alchemical fire. Yeah, he's made my Mammoth Hunter flammable just because he can. I don't think he's doing anything to him with flaming. And that's about all he got off for that round. And there's a Sky Sloop shooting at him. Bolt throwers. Both the one bolt thrower killed off an ogre, a mercenary, which is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, I forgot where the other one fired. It couldn't shoot the mercenaries because all the guys on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure where it fired, but it didn't do much. It's only got one wound left, so it shouldn't.
Huh.
Actually, I think he fired at the hunter. Yes, that's the one that... One on the left is the one that fired at the hunter. The one on the right fired at the other one.
Because usually when they get wounds, when they get angry.
So he kills off my little pup, my kitty, and overruns to there. Which is a wonderful spot for me, I would think.
Only if you want to double charge him.
I don't think it's necessary.
I'd say it was necessary. Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine?
Okay, never mind. Dodgeball. I get it.
Dodgeball. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
So the mercenaries decide to charge him, and he flees. Doesn't go very far.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
So no one else is going to charge him now.
That was, yeah. I mean, I probably should have charged him with, looking back, I probably should have charged him with the Mammoth Hunter and pushed him to the back.
Yeah.
But I did not, and I think that was a mistake at this point.
You figured you could catch him with that.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure I can catch him. He's not very far away. But
yeah.
My thing is, do I really want that mercenary unit out there in the middle instead of doing what it's supposed to be doing, is shooting?
Yeah.
Anyway. So, one way or another, he did run. The bruisers, you can see, went into the guys, the reavers. He did not want me charging the bolt throwers on the hill, the reapers on the hill, so he stood.
Or the Sky Sloop.
Or the Sky Sloop. So he decided to stand. You can see the mercenaries up top did manage to catch him.
Yep.
And kill them at the spot. No need to reform. They like that place. The Mammoth Hunter stayed, came up beside him, managed to get within throwing range of the dragon.
Okay.
Threw his hunting spear, hit him, and rolled a 1 to wound.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, you got these.
I was very impressed with that.
Large cannons.
Everything else came forward. Well, sorry, not everything else. The Mammoth finally, the Frosty came forward.
Mm-hmm.
Bombardiers came forward and shot at stuff.
What did they target, is for curiosity?
I was targeting with those guys. The Bombardiers were targeting the Flame Wardens.
Okay.
Again, it's the only unit over there that I'm really worried about, except for the dragon.
And the only one that you have challenges damaging.
And the only one that I've got to thin it out.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Up top, you can see the mighty ogre charge with the impact and 6 strength 6 attacks managed to kill 1 reaver as they fled back through the Sky Sloop.
Okay.
That's what happened on the first turn. My Scratapult couldn't fire it for 2 turns, so it couldn't fire this turn. So instead of standing on the hill, I moved just to open the distance a little bit from that lion chariot up top right.
Okay.
So anyway, so you got that. And that's what's going to look like going into the bottom of turn 2. And he starts charging. So first thing is the Lion Chariot decides to charge into the
Bruiser?
the Bombardiers.
Bombardiers, and they run
They
away.
decide to flee. So he redirects and makes his redirect into the close unit of Bruisers. The Dragon, the guy on the Dragon, declares a charge at the Bombardiers, which were up here beside the Hunter.
Right.
They flee, and he redirects into that unit, the tribesmen, and they leave.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, I'm heading. These are voluntarily.
I'm saying, are these voluntary?
These are voluntary
checks.
flees.
Okay.
Except, I think the top. Yeah, those are both voluntary flees. So they both voluntarily fled and get away. So now his dragon has failed to charge and is going to get stuck out there. Is what I was looking for.
Okay.
And then he triple charges my mercenaries with the flame wardens, the spear unit on in the back there in the middle.
Yeah, I see that.
And off to the right, the sky sloop's going to come into my flank.
Oh, okay. He loves to send those sky sloops in.
He likes those. He likes the impact hits from them.
Yeah.
He's a little over enamored with that. So I managed to put these guys too close together, as you can see, because he charged in and clipped the one unit of ogres, and now has the overrun lined up perfectly since the corner to corner thing.
Okay. Yes.
He's not actually touching the unit on the right, but
it's like,
got
you can't do that.
Quarter of an inch overrun.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Over here, the Elves, the Spearmen failed, which I was actually hoping were going to make it in.
Yeah.
Because they're much easier to beat up.
Squishier, yeah.
Just more wounds. So I was like, okay, great, bring them in. So anyway, so he charged in, gets there. The Sky Sloop does make it. I've got 15.
Oh, who charged the Mammoth Hunter? I missed when you said that.
I did. Who did charge the Mammoth Hunter?
You say he charged the...
I'm not sure what charged the Mammoth Hunter.
Chariot
the
charged
dragon,
these
the
two
Chariot
guys.
did those two. The Dragon did the other two. The Dragon did the Bombardiers and then the Tribesmen. Why would the Mammoth Hunter have fled?
Did the Halberd guys charge him?
Maybe the Flame Wardens charged him.
Okay.
The Flame Wardens charged him
because he was out in front a little bit.
That's true. Sorry, the Flame Wardens did charge him because he had the and they had the Flame Banner.
Yeah.
Remember the BSB in that unit has
right.
the Flame Banner, and he's got what he's got going for him is his 4 regen.
Regen, yeah.
So I'm hoping to flee, rally, and then if the dragon charges me, I can throw my harpoon at it one more time. So anyway, so yeah, that's a good point. He did flee. That, and he come up. You can see he's brought the other unit of Reavers up in front of the Bruisers on the right to stop them from getting to his either the
bolt throwers.
Yeah, I want to get his bolt throwers because I want those things to stop shooting me. So he charged him with the chariot, got unlucky and did 4 wounds. I has 6 attacks coming back, and I killed it.
You punked him.
I smashed it. So I got that going for me. So yeah, that's good. So over here, moving on to this one, he also gets the corruption of 10. So he's permanently lowered my armor up to 4 up. I'm sorry, to 5 up.
Okay.
Which is not good. Not happy about that at all. And
I'm unhappy those guys get plate.
Yeah, well, he just took it away from me and gave me heavy armor back.
Yeah.
He managed to put a shot on my ogres over here.
Okay.
The bruisers. That's where they killed him. And there was a smash. He put 3 wounds on my BSB. He challenged. Did he challenge me? He challenged me. His BSB challenged. Or I issued a challenge. His BSB accepted. I issued a challenge with my BSB.
Understood.
His BSB accepted. His BSB put 3 wounds on me. I did 1 to him.
Okay.
He's strength 6. I'm tough 6. He's got 3 attacks.
Yeah.
All 3 hit, all 3 wounded, and they all 3 got through. I've got nothing.
That's why we roll dice.
So anyway, He did 6 wounds to the unit, and with that 9 wounds and charge and flanks and stuff, crushed me, and I fled. Fortunately, he did not roll high enough to catch me, and I bounced through pretty much
A
everything
lot. Yep, you're way back there now.
to end up way back there.
And do you know what you killed of his?
You can see I've put 2 wounds on his Sky Sloop and 1 wound on his BSB, and I think 3 of his Flame Wardens.
Okay.
Not many. It did not do very much at all. So, going into the top of turn 3,
Yes, you don't have
have
many troops active at the moment.
I have my 3 units of bruisers
Yes.
active.
And no characters to help you with your rally checks.
I have 3 units of bruisers active, and the Frost Mammoth
Yep.
is what I have
Yep.
going for me right now. So, and to top things off, to make it even better, there's a fleeing. You can see the corner of it. The fleeing Mammoth Hunter is in front of my Frost Mammoth to stop it from doing anything.
Well, you can shoot.
So it's looking really good for the ogres at the moment.
Yeah.
Going into turn 3. Well, I roll first and rally my BSB.
Looks like you did some charges.
And he rallied. Oh, I did do 2 charges. I needed to slow him down, and he's got a wounded BSB. So my 2 units of bruisers over here
Okay.
charged into the Flame Wardens.
And the one on the top charged into the...
And the one on top charged into the Reavers up there, which he elected to take because I'm going to redirect into his Bolt Thrower if he does not. So we've got that. Anyway, the BSB rallies, and I rallied that unit first, so I managed to be able to put the BSB in the spot where he's within 12 of everything else.
Okay.
And everything else rallies.
Who is the BSB? The guy with the
guy
big,
with the big banner.
Okay.
The kind of the different colored base in here.
Just a regular guy.
On the right. This guy.
Need to do a proper BSB looking unit.
Yeah, I think I do, if I'm going to play this much.
Yeah.
But he rallied. He's within 12 of this. He's within 12 of the Mammoth Hunter. He's within 12 of this unit. I think this unit might have been out of 12. But
Okay, but everybody rallied, which was...
But everybody rallied on rerollable 8s, which is really good.
Well, he had to make the first roll.
He had to make the first one on an 8 on his own, which he
Yeah.
did. And then everybody else on rerollable 8s.
Because then it could have been not so good.
So there you go. And the kitty has rallied too. He's just facing in the wrong direction.
Okay.
I just didn't turn him around.
Maybe it's the right direction. You're not the boss of him.
It's probably the right direction. Over here on the right, the Scratapult has moved back behind the hill, so it can't be charged. I'm going to need a 6 to hit anything, but I didn't really have any good targets. Except for this one elf unit way back here in the back. Which is a good target, but now I need a 6 instead of a 5 since I moved. But I'm also hoping to tie up that lion chariot to come mess around with me. My idea here is I want to survive and put as many attacks as I can on his BSB and kill him with my great weapon guys, the bruisers, and hopefully survive that combat with something and be able to stick. But I'm not really counting on that. Also, back here, he actually does another wound to my ogres, but they do kill 3 this time.
Yay.
Of the Reavers, and they run off. I reform facing this way.
All right.
Went wide this time because I got tired of only fighting with 2 of them. Now that I'm down to... a single wound brings me back down to 2 anyway, so I was much better off leaving them narrow, but anyway, it kind of worked. Of the 2 bruiser units going in, the one on the left has a single model left coming out of there. The other unit is back here behind stuff. You'll see in a minute. I think there's 2 models, 1 model left in that one too.
And I see there's some tokens so that you didn't kill the BSB.
I put an additional wound on his BSB.
Okay.
But did not kill him. That's it. The hunter rallies. Everybody rallied. There's the other guy in the back bottom left.
Okay.
So magic phase, I managed to get off flaming swords on my mercenary unit. So if the dragon does decide to charge me, I'm +1 to wound. And that's what we got.
All right.
So going into Bomba turn, he charges me. Dragon comes in, clips the corner of my Frost Mammoth. The Flame Wardens
Mr. Corner to Corner.
Flame Wardens come in on the the Mammoth Hunter. And that's it for charges.
Okay. The Spearmen are just hanging out back
Spearmen are hanging out back there
protecting his token.
He's got to protect his token and get that up. So here comes the...
Oh, you shot off his other bolt thrower?
I did manage to finally get a magic missile spell, I believe, off and get rid of it. A fireball, actually. It was a 36-inch range one.
Okay, must have been a turn ago.
Yeah, I think it was when I rallied on this turn. I rallied and dropped a fireball on it. Over here, the Reavers, the two Reavers rally. And
can you cast magic when you're disrupted?
Yeah. Yep. Doesn't prevent you casting when you rally. And his 4 Reavers came up to take their place to chaff me up. So they're just taking turns since I never will in my life be able to kill them all, apparently. This turn I elect not to move the Scratapult, even though he can just barely see the corner of me.
Mm-hmm.
I elect to stay there and take the shot, which I do at the unit on the hill. And what's this? Flaming Swords. Oh, this was his turn, so he's getting stuff going on.
Yeah, we have to go through all these fights.
He moved up to the hill. Okay, so he shoots, does another wound to my ogres, but also unchaffs me.
Yep.
The dragon puts more wounds on breaks the woolly mammoth, runs him down.
Runs him down. Okay.
Actually, I think he killed him.
Killed him, runs him down.
Because the dragon gets
table, one of the things.
But the dragon actually gets 2 additional attacks if the guy successfully casts a spell on him.
Mm.
So ended up killing my mammoth outright, if I remember correctly. And overruns into my tribesman.
Okay.
So that's not good. And
there's a kitty on the flank.
There's a kitty that gets him in the flank, and the BSB's unit can see him as well.
Yeah. But you got the kitty; he can make all the difference.
He can. I actually considered that because I said I've got a charge and a flank, but it gives him something to stomp.
Yep.
So I decided not to.
Yep. Yep.
Up there, up top, the Mammoth Hunter. He fed me as champion. The Mammoth Hunter butchered him. He had a charge, 2 ranks, and 2 banners.
Mm-hmm.
So the Mammoth Hunter actually had to test, but did stand.
Okay.
On a rerollable, and I think I was down 1, so it was a rerollable 8. But did stick around. And we go into turn 4. Was I out of arc here? Maybe I must have been out of arc. I think I was out of arc with the unit of mercenaries to go into Dragonflies.
It looked like they were out of arc.
So the BSB decided that he was an orc and
there's a second wound on the dragon. I guess that was from the mammoth.
The mammoth put a single wound on the dragon. Yeah. So the BSB, like I said, decided he's an orc and he's going to charge out and go into this unit up here and help the mammoth hunter.
All right, help those guys out.
And the unit of bombardiers decide to charge as well.
Okay.
To help out. Up top, the tribesmen charge past the chaffing unit and into the bolt thrower.
Okay.
And you can see they've gone past and made it. My 2 buddies came up to help, and my BSB with 1 wound remaining got into the Flame Wardens.
Okay.
He's only touching a single file, but that's 3 guys.
Yeah.
I'm tough 6, so he needs 6s to wound me.
Yeah, yeah.
So
looks like you rallied your 2 remaining units of 1 guy each.
The 2 single models each rallied. The good thing about the starting at 3 is they if they're down to 1, they can still rally.
Yep, they don't get halved, yeah.
They don't get halved. The bombardiers here have moved up 6 into the field to claim the objective, as well as get closer to everything they want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the kitty has moved up as well into the middle of the fight.
And we can see the back. I assume that's the back of the base of the bruisers on the hill.
That is
Very
correct.
top of the
Very top of the screen.
Yeah.
And the yeah, both the bruisers down here have just redeployed to charge into the dragon. 3 shrink 6 attacks is 3 shrink 6 attacks.
Right.
Yeah, I'll take those anytime.
Yeah.
So we got that going for me. He has the alchemical fire, and the dragon, of course, has fire attacks, so that's not going to go well. Even though he's already wounding me on 2s, pretty much. Got that. There's the dragon. Oh, I did manage to get off in my turn. The Children of Umi, so he's -1 to wound me.
That's hopeful.
And I believe that is the Flaming Swords also on that unit for +1 to wound.
Mm-hmm.
So now they can wound on 5s instead of
Yeah, that's real helpful.
4s. The Scratapult fires and the Bombardiers on the left and reduce this unit by about half on the hill.
Yeah, I see that.
All it takes is 1 hit.
One good hit. Yep.
1 good hit from that thing, and it's pretty ugly. He makes his check. Because he was standing right there, the bruisers, once they killed the Reaver bolt thrower,
Mm-hmm.
they overran and
Ran off the table.
went really far and went off the table.
So he
which,
wouldn't charge you in the flank.
yeah, it was okay. Yeah. I mean, I could have turned to face them, but I'm not sure if those 2 guys. I don't think those 2 guys can take 12 elves, especially because they're going first. They'll probably kill one of me, and I probably break and run after all that nonsense. Anyway, so they run off there.
And you want to keep that hill under threat.
The dragon directed all his attacks into the mage and killed him.
Okay.
Which was expected.
Because you had no champion.
From me, at least, because I have no champion in that unit, which is that anyway. The mage isn't supposed to be in that unit fighting, but it happens. Elsewhere, you can see the Flame Wardens have put a couple wounds on my Bombardiers, but they're all 4 still there. I knock him down to, I think he's got 9, maybe 10 models left in the Flame Wardens.
All right.
And I've killed his BSB in that unit now.
Finally got him.
So I finally got his BSB out of that unit, which, I mean, that's a big point guy, and it stops his rerolls and everything else.
Oh, absolutely.
So, going into his turn now. Yeah, on his turn now, the elves up on the hill, the spear elves, have turned to face, and there's only 10 of them, I guess, have turned to face the returning bruisers.
Right.
Just waiting for them to come back. The 6 reavers come forward so they can shoot my dog, puppy, cat, whatever. And his lion chariot on the right has charged my Scratapult. So there we got that, and that is Flaming Swords down there, of course. So the 6 reavers managed to shoot off my kitty. He's dead, not happy. I liked him. And of course the lion chariot is greater than a Scratapult in combat.
It would seem
especially when the lion chariot charges.
Indeed.
So actually he didn't kill me, but I fled, and he elected not to pursue and stayed there. Elsewhere, dragon fight, he hasn't done it yet. Oh, this is the he's in the fight up here with the Flame Wardens. He's directing every attack he can against my BSB, trying to kill him.
Okay.
But has not managed to yet.
And the other ones he's putting on the unit.
And he's just putting him on the unit. He's trying to ignore my Mammoth Hunter with as much as he can.
Yeah.
But in the ensuing fight, the dragon smashes the tribesman. They run off. I did a single wound to him. Hit wounding on 5s, and I can only get 1 wound through. The mercenaries apparently don't care much about it. They just stood there and still prepped to fight him.
And you failed I assume you were steadfast.
I was steadfast and failed.
And you had double rolls.
Rerollable 7,
yeah.
Unfortunately. But they left. I don't know who this guy's left standing there for. That's not a real guy on the bottom right.
He's not one of the rallied
I don't think
ogres?
so. Maybe he was. Anyway, moving on to turn 5. Yeah, he must have been. Turn 5, I can stand and shoot, or I can go charge him. I've got poison attacks. I'm going to go charge him.
Yeah.
If nothing else, it'll keep him tied up. Since they're both these units out here are in his front, I can only get one in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bringing the bruiser in means a mercenary doesn't make it.
Right.
So the only one that charges on the side, I mean the front, is the 3 mercenaries. And
Okay.
you're right, because that is a bruiser down there.
Mm-hmm.
He charges into the flank of the dragon. And the bombardiers on the left declare a charge into the flank of the flame wardens.
Oh, okay. Looks like a long charge.
I think I needed a 12. I mean, I didn't need a 12. I think it was a little over 12.
Okay, so you need like a 7.
It wasn't
okay.
that bad.
And you made it in.
And they make it. The other bruiser that was left just walks off to the back corner of the
Okay.
terrain to hold the terrain piece, because
Okay.
he is a scoring unit
Yeah.
by himself.
Yep.
You can see up top my 2 bruisers have come back.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. Everybody made it in on the dragon. So after the fight, I've put 2 more wounds. I think the dragon's down to 1 wound.
Okay.
He made sure to kill the guy in his flank just to get rid of that.
Flank bonus.
And he kills him before he goes, because he was
Yeah.
initiative 0.
And he only cost 1 wound on the.
Only 1
Veterans?
wound on the mercenaries. Yep. So we actually, I think we won that combat.
Mm-hmm.
And he held, though. Up top, you can see I finally got rid of the flame wardens.
Yep.
The hunter turns around in case that for when the dragon munches the remaining
Yes.
mercenaries, he can at least walk forward and throw a spear at him
Yeah.
and hopefully kill him. Overruns to me have put me, what I think have put me in really good shape up here.
You're on the hill.
I got my BSB there. I've got my unit on the hill. I've got another unit coming from the front.
Yep.
I'm in really good shape for the objective, in my opinion, here. Because, he's got really nothing to oppose me out there.
Yeah. Just that 1 unit.
Right, and it's facing the
And it
wrong
can only
way.
face one way.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we go to the bottom of the 5th. He's up. So you can see he goes into desperation mode. So his 4 Reavers charge my 4 Ogres in the flank.
Okay.
And his 2 Reavers charge my 2 Ogres in the flank. So,
Yeah, the 2 against 2 is probably not a bad move. And the spearman charges down the hill.
and the Spearmen charge down the hill at the other 2. Correct. And his
Chariot comes
Lion
over.
Chariot just moved forward. It really didn't have a viable charge on
Right.
that turn. So it just moves as far as it can forward. Got that. That's the guys in the back. So I think I'm in good shape here, even though these attacks look a little scary.
Yeah.
He charges in and actually puts, I don't know, I think 3 wounds on the on the first unit of bruisers.
Uh-huh.
I fight back and only kill 1 of his 2
Yeah.
with my 3 strength 6 attacks. I mean, I need 4s to hit though, so
Yeah.
fails to kill him. And despite my BSB, they flee.
Yeah. I didn't think that was I'm surprised the other one worked out.
Up on top, his guys smash me, and actually, if you notice, my
You only got rid of 1.
6 attacks coming back have killed 1.
Yeah.
And he ran me down there. Note the BSB right there in the middle.
Yes, I see that. And I also see the guys down the other side of the hill.
The guys at the other side of the hill charge down. They put 3 wounds on me. I do actually that.
And put 3
That
on him.
one manages to put 3 wounds back,
Right.
but that's not enough.
But you still lost the fight.
He still lost and runs.
He ran off. Okay.
He ran off, and he did not. Oh, he elected to chase me.
Oh,
He
didn't
tried
run?
not to
Oh, he failed.
and failed.
Okay.
But it's not the end of the world because 5-inch puts him back onto the terrain.
Okay. Looks like Mr. Dragon was carved in the stakes.
And Mr. Dragon was finally chopped up and managed to kill a mercenary, but finished him off.
Did you have another move?
And then this is my
Yeah.
move on turn 6.
Okay.
He's over this. The stupid Reaver up there overran into the flank of my BSB.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I can't do anything with him other than leave him where he is.
Mm-hmm.
The Mammoth Hunter moved out here in the field to protect. I just wanted to stop a long charge into the flank of this guy from that chariot,
Mm-hmm.
or the Reaver on turn 6.
Right.
So I protected him with my Mammoth Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
My 2 mercenaries just moved forward 12 to get out of arc of the chariot.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to risk him. If he does a single wound to me, he's got me down below a quarter.
Right.
Right now they're above a quarter.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I just moved them forward to protect them. And there's we got that. Mammoth Hunter. Yeah, the BSB does manage to kill off the last Reaver over there, and three Reavers come up and take shots at him.
See if we can get that wound on
He's
him.
still trying to get that final wound on me, but
Yeah.
cannot. You can see the Elves up top have come back and got the corner.
Right.
So he ends up with the 2 units you see there, and the Lion Chariot is what he has left. And for me, I've got a full, this actually counts as a full strength unit of bruisers.
Yep.
My Mammoth Hunter, half my BSB is alive, and my full mercenary points, because I'm not below a quarter.
Right.
So, with all that points adding up,
That's a lot of blood.
it's a lot of dead stuff. Ends up, Ogre's collected 4,100 points, and the Elves got around 3,100.
Yeah. Very
For a
bloody.
13-7. Unfortunately, the like I said, both my units getting killed prevented me from challenging this one and giving him, so the objective was a push.
Yep.
Because had either one of those units done what they were supposed to and held, I'm set.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably turn and shoot off something at that, but anyway. But yeah, it was another win for this army.
There you go.
So
Yeah, I guess I would have made it a 16-4 if you could have got the objective.
yeah, 16-4 with the objective, which is a really solid victory,
Yeah.
despite being mauled early.
Right.
But anyway, so yeah, it's a fun game. It's actually kind of enjoying playing the Ogres lately.
Okay, well, as long as you're enjoying it.
So I might be trying them for a little while longer.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So you might take them to Philadelphia with you?
They may go to the tournament, the Dragon's Den tournament in Philadelphia.
There you go.
Which, by the way, is still has openings. It's the just outside of Philadelphia. It's called the Dragon's Den tournament. We might want to do something on that, now that I think about it. Anyway, it's being held on second weekend of September.
Mark hasn't
9th or so.
paid us our alms to do any advertising.
He hasn't. So no, we're not advertising for him.
Exactly.
That's true. I haven't seen
No.
the what's it called, the payola come through.
No payola, no worship. Hey,
So
you need to support your elders, buddy.
correct. There you go. Anyway, so a good win for the Ogres. Not huge, but a 13-7 is a solid win.
Yep.
And that'll do it. Thanks for listening.
Till next time.